if I were a texture, what would I be and why? That's been quite.
Oh, creamy. Creamy, Tony. Oh my God, that sounds terrible. No,
A texture?
Yes.
I don't know if this is like cheating, but you know those mats that are like silicone and you can use them to clean makeup brushes?
Mhm.
I think you're one of those. They have different textures, so one might be wavy, one might be little arrows, that are pointing different directions, and one might just be little bumps, and you wipe it through all of them. And I think that's you because you have so many different aspects to you, but it's like silicone, so it's not all like, it's still very pleasant, but you just have so many like different levels.
We're all molded from the same clay, and then we just like, go from there.
What do you think, Harrison?
In terms of similarities, one I just thought of, we've all had incredible glow-ups.
That's true. That is true. Yes. 1000%.
What is your biggest fear right now you haven't shared with me yet? And what can I do to support you better?
What comes after death? Like, I've heard about it, but I just not prepared. Or losing parents.
Mm-hmm.
That's something almost everyone's not ready for.
Yeah.
And it's just, I feel you could be there by just helping me through it. Because it doesn't get any easier from here. In fact, it probably just gets harder because as you get older, you expect it to happen sooner than later. As if when you were little, you didn't really care about it much. That's the one thing that sucks about getting older.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so many more things to look forward to as you get older. I'm not worried about it soon, but maybe after high school.
But it's still scary to just think that one day they won't be here.
Yeah. Like when you least expect it, like Papa.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking forward to having Christmas with him. But it just didn't happen.
I recognize that there's certain things about us being an interracial couple that is very unique. And it comes with its own unique set of challenges. Those aren't things that I want to constantly barrage you with. Obviously, we have discussions about them. Like I think every interracial couple does, especially with, a Black woman and a white man in particular.
Yeah.
And especially right now with everything going on, like, there's a lot of hatred towards certain groups. And so sometimes it's difficult to have those conversations like, hey, I feel ostracized sometimes because of, maybe that I come out of, like, not everyone's everyone's not so accepting.
Yeah.
And that's like a really harsh reality that I've had to come to terms with, it's just a hard conversation. So I'm hesitant to bring it up all the time. I bring it up when I think I think it was really relevant. It was extremely relevant when I was in Chicago and the protests were going on.
Yeah.
And like, it was just all around us, And I felt that energy too when, we were walking down the street and I would see certain people look at us. It's like, it surrounds you. And especially now, like in 2020, it's like, there's just so much conversation about it and it's not really something to avoid. And, I think amongst other things, just sensitive topics that I'm hesitant to bring up, like my mom. That's like, that's a whole nother situation. I don't know why I'm like, but Sorry.
Okay.
Everything going on with her. Wow. So, I think oftentimes I can be very strong, and you check up on me and you ask me like, "How's your mom?" And I'm always, I usually just say like, "Yeah, she's fine. Whatever. I went to go see her." But there's just a lot more going on, I think, than I kind of discussed with you. And I have good reason for that. It's not that I'm keeping anything from you. It's just like, I wish I had tissues. It's that I don't want to burden you, because it's a lot to take in. It's a lot. Like, I love that you support me and I really appreciate it. I really do. But it's hard to get into the details of like, this is how I'm feeling because, I feel like my mom might be gone, in however many months or years. So it's a very touchy topic for me. So yeah, I guess I'm sometimes hesitant to talk about that in particular, but other than that, I'm pretty open. So yeah, sorry. I know.
Oh,
I don't mean to.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm here for you.
Thank you, baby.
If this were our last conversation, what is something you would never want us to forget?
Oh, girl, I gotta go. This is too deep.
This is too real.
Too real. If this is our last conversation.
I mean, I think obviously, like, the way you want to end any conversation where you don't know what's next is just, I love you all.
Yeah.
But there has to be more than that.
I think that's a good encapsulation of it, though. Like, we all love each other and we're always here. But I guess not in this hypothetical, because it's our last conversation.
What if it's just like we're stranded on deserted islands and live long, happy lives, but like we never see each other again, so we don't like die.
Right.
Okay.
I
like
if
that.
you're on the deserted island, I would want you guys to sit there and when you're bored, like, think of all the dumb shit I did.
So we make a
Because
list right
you
now.
guys are the only ones who
Write it
remember.
down.
You're the only ones who remember. So I want that memory to live on in somebody. That, like,
Yeah.
even if we're not together, you're like, oh.
Olivia.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it and you want to stay up to date with all things Skin Deep, all things The And, all things human connection, you can join our newsletter at theskindeep.com/subscribe to stay in the loop. So thanks so much.